Well, it's funny, being Christians, like people made fun of us for being the crazy, zealous, oh, you guys are the crazy people on the street corner with the sign saying the end is near. And we've kind of mellowed out from, our Christian culture has kind of mellowed out from some of that stuff. We still have our strong beliefs, but, we're not necessarily the guys out there on the street corner with the big sign saying whatever. But now the left are the ones, or at least, people that are very pro-government are the ones who have this, here's the next big threat, climate change, and in order to fight climate change, we have to do this, this, and this. You have wokeness, which is a set of beliefs about intersectionality that is like their religion, and they have a path to salvation. They have a sin nature problem. They have end times predictions. They have moral standards that you have to live up to, and if you don't follow them, you're going to get canceled. So they have the analog for everything they thought we were, and they've become
except redemption, by the way.
Well, they have a path to redemption, but you can never achieve it. It's you keep beating yourself on the back. I'll do better. I'll apologize. But as soon as you apologize, you get canceled even more for your apology. So you never get to that moment of redemption.
So let's. I don't actually know the origin stories of Babylon Bee, and you've been there since the beginning?
Yeah, since day one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually found Babylon Bee myself. I was a write-in candidate. I emailed in a headline, and
no one else wanted the job.
No one else wanted it. I emailed in a headline on day one, and it got published on day two, and then and from there I became the head writer, and then I took over as the editor-in-chief a couple years later. But the guy who founded it, Adam Ford, he was doing a Christian webcomic, and he saw kind of the winds of culture shifting, and he saw that on the right we kind of needed something that was powerfully speaking the truth to culture through comedy. So he had read an Onion headline, and I forget which one it was, but he had read an Onion headline that was just brutally savaging conservatives, and he laughed at it, and he was like, man, I wish I agreed with these guys because this is funny, you know?
Yeah.
And he saw the power of, he was disarmed to the point where, like, if he had come across a New York Times article making the same point, he would have just rolled his eyes, stupid New York Times. But because it was comedians, because it was people that were making a point through humor, he was disarmed. His guard was down, and he was able to, like, see the point they were making. And he's like, man, I really wish I agreed with them because it's so funny. And so he wanted to found something that was, didn't hate us. Like, I don't think the goal of the Babylon Bee was always like, we're gonna make points from a conservative perspective or a Christian perspective, but it was certainly like, let's write comedy that doesn't hate us, which just doesn't sound like that crazy of a goal. But in this day of woke, left-owned comedy, it was definitely a weird thing.